see. To build moderation helps. Okay, close. All right, what is up? This is a this is an impromptu YouTube live video. I'm putting together swag boxes on this Saturday night. Um, I used to do this through, gosh, what was it called? StreamYard. But this is exclusive just to YouTube, and I've done this before, but I haven't done it exactly like this. Let me just check in to make sure, double check, make sure I'm doing this right. I just want to um, make sure that we are in fact live. It looks like we're live, and if I click on this, perfect. And then I've muted this. You guys can leave questions and we can chat. We can hang out. Okay, what is going on? Oh my gosh, it's good to be back live again. And I guess before you guys even ask questions, I can kind of, for those of you who had been following the live stream lounge, there hasn't been one in a couple months. And there's a couple reasons why. For one, I've been really busy with a lot of really fun things going on, but the real reason is because StreamYard, which I was super happy with, it was just a really cool way to put these live videos together. I could switch back easily between having, oh gosh, what are they called? Like a slideshow, and I could show videos and everything. And the great thing is I could be live at the same time on YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitch. And it was just, it was super easy, super cool. Well, the cost wasn't great. The cost was about, I think, like $22 a month, which is kind of pricey. Anyway, StreamYard got bought out by a new company, and the first thing they did is raise their rate. And when I say they raised their rate, the cost went from like 22 to $89.95. It literally went to $90. And I just couldn't, $90 a month? Like for what? There are services that give you the same thing for free. Like, why would I pay $90 for that? Now, I did really like the way StreamYard worked. It kind of, I felt like it was really user friendly, and different people kind of have different brains and kind of work with softwares differently, but it was just, for whatever reason, I really enjoyed it. It was, I did my research well ahead of time, and that was just the one that worked out really great for me. And so will I go back to it? Well, I see that they're already starting to offer discounts and everything. There's another one I was looking at, and I can't even remember the name of it. I may end up there at some point, but that's in the past. Let's talk about what we're doing tonight. So we are hanging out in the lounge, and this is Saturday night swag boxes. Finally, it's the fourth and final swag box from the Aladdin 3477 Kickstarter for the film The Djinn of Wisdom, which just came out on Blu-ray and DVD. Very exciting. Man, this is the final one, and tonight I begin putting these swag boxes together. Now, there's been a lot of prep for this. I have a lot of this stuff organized here, but I really need to give a quick shout out to my buddy James and my buddy Amber, who were here previously, really helping me organize a lot of this material so that it'll go into boxes really quickly. So tonight I'm going to try to get through all of the, we'll see how far I get with you guys and the live stream, but I want to get all of the executive producers. That's the very top level, and just under that is Aladdin's inner circle. So we're going to put those together, and I wanted to show you guys some of the really cool assets, the cool rewards that are going in. You can kind of see firsthand what people are getting. First of all, cheers. Now you might be asking, what is this? What kind of alcoholic candy drink did I make? It's actually not alcohol. Funny enough, a couple weeks ago, I threw my back out. I mean, I really threw it out. And I'm not one of those people that normally has back problems all the time, but I really threw it out. A week later, I threw it out again. A couple days later, I threw it out again. And so since then, I've been on steroids and muscle relaxers, which helped almost immediately, did the trick, but you have to kind of finish out. I think I can, well, I did stop the muscle relaxers for a while. You can stop those whenever you need to. But then a couple days ago, I little bit threw my back out again. Again, moving all of this stuff, the heavy books, it's just really bad timing to throw your back out and not be able to bend over and pick things up. So, but when you're on these muscle relaxers and steroids, you are not supposed to take alcohol with them. So there is no alcohol in there. It's literally chocolate milk, and I put a little bit of salted caramel flavor in there and a lot of ice to kind of water it down a little bit. So that's what I'm rocking out this Saturday night. What are you guys doing this Saturday night? Be sure to leave me some comments. In fact, oh my gosh, look at this. My mom is number one. Hey, Matt. Hi, Mom. How are you? I miss you. I got to come over soon with Bobo and say hello. Maybe even tomorrow. Maybe I might shoot over in the earlier part of the day. Anyway, hello, thank you for hanging out tonight on YouTube. And Xavier Moss, hi Matt, belated and big belated, congratulations on your nuptials, y'all's bundle of joy, and of course Aladdin 3477. Thank you so much. It has been, oh my gosh, it has been an incredible year on all fronts, and I'm just so full of gratitude and yeah, all the things. It's been amazing. Casey's awesome, and now she's super mom, and we have just been so blessed with this little boy who is so fun, and he's such a happy little kid, and yeah, it's just been such a fun. Man, I am just in the golden years right now, and I'm just so happy, so thankful, and so thankful to all of you for all of your support. So let me show you a little bit of what I'm doing here. And my mom says, "Yay, yeah, maybe I'll stop over tomorrow." Casey is actually, she's doing something in the morning, so I was watching Bo for a little while anyway. So maybe I'll come over for like brunch. Maybe I'll bring Bo over for brunch if that sounds good. I think that would be fun. Okay, so let me show you what I'm doing here. So I'm these are executive producer boxes right here. Very first one, oh wait, I shouldn't show these because it has addresses on them. So I'll turn them sideways like this. This is Paul Michael Caine. So Paul, this one is going out to you. So I've already got these folded. I've already got these labeled. And I wanted to share with you the first thing that goes in the box is the 8x10s. So this is a reward for anyone that backed the Kickstarter at the Sky Sale, Sky Club, or higher. Everyone gets this reward. Now, this is a really, really cool reward. This is only a single award, but what it actually is, it's actually 8 different 8x10 glossies. They call these glossies because they used to be glossy, but they're usually matte finish these days. The reason why, if you ever put these in a frame, you don't really want double gloss for like double glare. But check this out, 8 of these, and each one of these is a different character from the film, signed by the actor or main crew person who is responsible for that. So first up is Eric Steele, who plays Aladdin. Christy Perovsky, who plays the princess. Steve Pankatai, who was the main puppeteer for Fiji after I kind of started puppeteering Fiji, but I just wanted to be behind the camera more. So these are signed by Steve. Aaron Golamatis as the Djinn of Wisdom. Brian Dalling, signed as Lochan Shyamalan. Lindsay as Umi. John Rick as Bredge. You're going to see a lot more Bredge in the next film. And this is Tom Savage signing for the Red Star. He played the Red Star the most in the first film, and in the second film, it was Tracy Surgener that played him most. And in the third film, it's a number of people, and oddly, I shouldn't say oddly, not oddly enough, but actually played by women actors. And there's a couple reasons why. Probably not the reasons you would think, but we'll chat about that later. It's not interesting now, but it will be interesting later. So these all come bagged in a nice, I think this is called a 20 mil poly bag, self-sealing, resealable. Fold it over like this, and then here we go. I've got a bunch of these ready to rock and roll. So this is the very first box I'm putting together. So the first thing that I want to do is I'm going to put, these are yours, Paul, the ones that I just showed. I'm going to put these on the bottom, and the reason why, just in case if there was any water damage or if this got set like out in the rain or something like that, you don't want what's on the bottom to get ruined. Well, because this is now in plastic, that's a good thing to have nice and flat on the bottom. Next up for Paul is The Art of Aladdin 3477. I am so excited for you guys to finally get these books, and I'm just so proud of them. They're the same size, same dimensions as all of the Disney, Pixar, and Star Wars Art of books. So if you collect those, this can be included with all of your faves, and they'll all be the same height, the same thickness, and you can add to your collection. It has a nice matte finish dust cover, and then on the inside, for any of you that back the Kickstarter at the Aladdin's Inner Circle or higher, you get a Fiji drawing on the inside, this Remark sketch. Now, some of these are drawn at different qualities. There's a couple like this one that I did. Paul Michael Caine, you're getting a really nice one. I did this with 3 colors of magic markers, and that's a pretty good Fiji sketch. I would say it's an original, one of a kind that is in your book, and I can't wait for you to enjoy all of the chocolatey goodness that's in here. It's just, I'm so proud of it. It's my favorite art book that I've ever done. It also comes, you can kind of see here, it's got a little ribbon bookmark. So as you're reading through, there's no way you can read through this and go through this in just an evening. This is going to be a couple days. It's not that there's a lot of reading there. I mean, there's a fair amount of text, but it really dives deep into kind of where I started in my career, but this is my magnum opus, and it's all the things in my career, not just everything that I've done, but everything that led to this. And there's some things early on in my career that paved the way for this project in ways that I didn't know then, but that I know now. So it's a really fun read. Okay, so that goes in the box next. Now, the next item. The next item is, for those of you that backed at the Aladdin's Inner Circle or higher, you are going to get one of the storyboard pages, and these are actual hand-drawn storyboards that I did for the movie. Now, this isn't even all of them. I just grabbed the top of the stack. And I'm going to divvy these up and get these to you guys. But this is really cool because you can really kind of see the thought process that goes into, you kind of see like how the direction of action is. Sometimes there's different compositing and there's different color-coded things that I'm doing that kind of describe exactly what the final product is that we would be looking at. You can see my notes on the side. So this is like, I don't know, I don't want to say this is a piece of history, but this is like a look inside, and you see a lot of these in the book, but this is an actual storyboard page that you are going to get. So which one am I going to give Paul? You know what? I'm going to give Paul this one. I think this one's cool. And actually, that's my cameo right there in the first film. You see a hologram of me walking across the screen. That's the storyboard for it. So Paul, this one's for you. set that in here. Let's see, Xavier says, if we haven't backed, will the art books be available for purchase? Love a good art book, and that remark looks amazing. Thank you. Yes, you can. You can go to the Aladdin 3477 backer kit. I believe if you just Google that, you'll probably find it pretty quick. Can I leave a link? Oh, I forget the exact. I used to have it memorized, the exact URL, so I don't think I won't be able to remember that. But if you just Google Aladdin 3477 backer kit, that'll take you there, and I believe you can buy the book, and you don't even need to buy it as an add-on. I think you can just get it. Now, I don't believe it comes with the Fiji sketch. That you had to get through the Kickstarter, so I don't think it'll have the Fiji remark in it. But you can get it through the backer kit. Yes, please, and thank you. Okay, so what is the next item that goes in? I believe the next item is this, and this is something that was not an actual Kickstarter reward. This is just a flyer that tells you, obviously, to check it out on Apple TV Plus, Amazon Prime, and Fandango at Home, among others. But I'm just keeping this in here. This kind of helps separate, so some of the stuff sliding around isn't damaging, like the storyboard page. Now, there are some other items going in here. The next up is the Blu-ray. Finally, now I feel bad because the Blu-ray just dropped. It's arriving. People got it earlier this week. I think mine came in 2 days ago. Oh no, that would be yesterday, Friday. Feels like a couple days ago, but so I feel bad that, like, any of you that are getting this through the Kickstarter, you're getting it a little bit after, but I tried to be very open about that, and I tried to just make it known there was a possibility. I didn't know how the Blu-rays were going to work, and because this was through the distributor, Buffalo 8, they don't really... It's not that they don't care about the Kickstarter. In fact, it was one of the things in the contract. Because of the Kickstarter, we needed to do DVD and Blu-ray, which they wanted, or we just needed to do Blu-ray. They also wanted to do DVD, which I thought was interesting. But anyway, these are these are out now. People are already ordering them, and they're already showing up through Amazon, Barnes & Noble, a bunch of other places. It's really cool. When I Google search these and try to find all the places that are selling these, it's really neat that there's a lot of, like, record stores and places that still sell physical media, like video games and just discs and hard copies of stuff that are carrying the film, which is awesome. All right, so that is next. The next item is, this right here. This, I believe, was just from the 4th swag box. It is 4 cards, 4 trading cards. And what's interesting about these, if you've been getting these, on the backs, you'll notice there's like these white spaces on the back. That is so if you ever bump into one of the actors or people behind the scenes at a show or an event, you can have them sign in that space. There's a reason why I'm kind of bringing that up right now. So I'm going to set these here. Next up, this also isn't like an actual reward, but it's on the checklist. This is something you just get for free. It's just a little Aladdin promo card. Not a big deal. Anyone who is in, I believe, the Aladdin's Inner Circle or higher, you get a VIP Lammy, and this is supposed to go with the lanyards that you guys got in Swag Box 3. This is really funny, not funny, but it's just kind of fun. It's a VIP Lammy, so it's got the poster on one side, and on the other side, who's the most VIP in the world of 3477? That would be the Sultan. So there's the Sultan and his mistresses on the back of that. Okay, so I mentioned the that those cards are signed on the back. So now there's been a total of 16 cards in the set that you guys have received throughout these swag boxes. So here is the fun thing. For those of you that backed Aladdin's Inner Circle or higher, you are now getting all 16 again. You might be like, well, I don't need 2 sets of 16. Well, here's the cool thing. These, for those of you that backed in Aladdin's Inner Circle, all 16 of these are signed by the actor or main crew person that's on the back. You have every single one of them, and they're all signed. How cool is that? There is Tony Aiello, who plays Harshad. This is, oh gosh, Stephen Cahoon, who plays one of the Hong Kong troopers. This is Bredge, John Rick. This is Aaron G., the Djinn of Wisdom, and they're all signed on the back. There's Steve Pankatai, Fiji, Christy Perowski, Princess Kamala, Aladdin, Eric Steele, and then Brian Dalling. There's Lochan Shyamalan on the front. So these all come nice and tightly bagged so that they are nice and protected when they arrive to you. And again, it's just kind of neat. All signed by the people responsible for bringing that character to life as well. I think everyone that gets the 4th swag box gets an Aladdin 3477 logo patch. Set that there. And everyone who gets this swag box gets a Lochan Shyamalan enamel pin. And there were a couple enamel pins previously. The Fiji one, there's 2 versions of the Fiji one, and the logo enamel pin. However, this one is special. And the reason why? It glows in the dark. And so each of Lochan Shyamalan's 3 eyes glow in the dark. Which is a lot of fun. It looks really cool. It has to be in the light for a while for it to work. But there you have it. Okay. There are 3 more items. And I believe that's it. All right. So one of these, and one of these. These are the 3 remaining minifigs. Now, first there is the Djinn of Wisdom, which I know everyone has been waiting for. Then, another one everyone has been waiting for is Umi, and this minifig is really cool. By the way, the Djinn of Wisdom actually comes with the Lamp of Wisdom. It's a little metallic lamp that you have to put together. The Umi figure is fantastic because the Umi figure has 2 different heads. One that is kind of more like the ninja garb with a hood that actually goes on top. And then there's one without the hood that you can actually put hair on. And then there are a number of accessories that are really, really cool. One is the Indian flag, the India flag, I should say. That was kind of used in a fight scene, if you've seen the movie. Another is a bowl of noodles, and another is a Thailand coin, which actually plays into the film as well. So lots of cool accessories. And then everyone who gets Swag Box 4, the thank you gift for Swag Box 4, and I think it was a milestone that we hit with the Kickstarter. You all are, because of that, everyone's thank you gift is the Lochan Shyamalan minifig. Again, loaded with accessories. There's like this cool hologram readout of the Taj Mahal, and oh my gosh, the shoulders with the spikes, and there's like this garb that goes on around the figure. A really, really, really cool figure with, again, a lot of accessories. So that's what's going on, and this is the swag box. So we are going to close this up. And I'm going to tape it shut. Yeah, feels good. You know, I'm going to, some of these might need a little bit of, let me see if I have some bubble wrap. Might help just so like stuff isn't sliding around as much. I'm gonna see what I have. So I might step out of the room for a second here. We will see, and then I will take this up. How are you guys doing tonight? In the meantime, let me know what's going on, and what are you guys doing on this Saturday night? Are you guys like hanging out with friends, playing video games? Are you guys drawing? Are you guys planning your world domination? What's going on tonight? What are you doing with the evening? Bear with me one second. I'm just going to run to the other room and see if I have like some bubble wrap type stuff that I can maybe put in the tops of some of these that might need them. So leave me some comments. Let me know what's up. All right, I got some packing materials here. This will just help, especially for ones that are not going close. This is going to New Jersey, I believe. So I just want to make sure it's packed pretty well so that stuff isn't sliding around all over the place. Let's see here. How can I do this? Maybe this, is that too much? I could put this here. And then I could put this here. I could put this here, and then maybe if I put this here, that will, is that too much? No. That helps for sure. All right. So now, cut a few pieces of tape. So what are you guys doing tonight? What's shaking? What's the latest? I still haven't seen, I've heard Superman is really good. Haven't had a chance to see it yet. I've heard Fantastic Four is really good. Haven't had a chance to see it yet. How are things? What's going on? What's the latest? What's shaking, Bacon? I'll tell you what, it feels really good to finally have these swag boxes getting out to you guys. You guys have been so patient. I appreciate it so much. Let's see, this goes here. You guys have been awesome, and I feel like this is the best one. I mean, it's got the movie in it, for one thing, on Blu-ray. The art book, the hardcover art book, I'm so proud of it. And I think it's just one of the coolest things, if not the coolest, like kind of physical item that you're getting. This is nice. I'm happy with it. Okay. So I'm going to set this here. I'll set this here. All right, and we are ready for the next swag box. Next up is Nathan Dumar. Nathan, what is up? One of our executive producers. Thank you so much. Here are your 8x10s. Here is your art book with Fiji illustrated on the inside. And now I get to choose which set of storyboards, or which storyboard page do I want to get for you. Let's get one with the princess. Let's see here. Should be a good one with the princess here. Are these just in order? Maybe they are just in order. I think they are. Oh, they totally are. Do I have one with the princess here? Let's see. Maybe. No, I don't. I just grabbed the top, and maybe I should have grabbed more. I should have grabbed more. Let me go grab the rest so I can get you a really good storyboard of the princess. So you might be asking, why does Nathan Dumar why should he get one with the princess? Well, the reason why is because Nathan Dumar is brothers with Davin Dumar, who is married to Christy Dumar, Christy Perovsky. So I feel like it's in the family. We should, that's what we should do. Let's see. Where is good? Not that. No. Oh, here we go. Maybe Lian Hua. Maybe what's a good? Oh, I know a good one. If I can get there. What about? Sorry, this probably isn't interesting for you guys just to see me sifting through all of this, but this is kind of fun for me. I get to figure out who's getting what original storyboard page. How fun will that be? I haven't seen some of these storyboards in a long time. Most of them are in the book, the art book. You can almost go through the art book like a comic book and read it all and kind of go through it. No. What about that? Kind of is cool. That's got the princess. That's kind of cool. It's got the princess. I need to find a really good one. Especially for that's one of the reasons why this might take a little bit longer at first. I feel like my executive producers, I need to find like a really good, cool page. And I just found, I think this is it. That's a really cool one of the princess. I think that'll work. That's kind of the one I had in my mind. All right. All right, so we've got that in there. We get a flyer. We get a copy of the film. We get the 4 cards. Very nice. We get the promo card. Very nice. We get the set of signed cards. We get the VIP Lammy. We get the Aladdin 3477 patch. We get the glow-in-the-dark Lochan Shyamalan enamel pin. We get 3 figures. The Lego minifigures. And I believe, I'll set this here, I think that is the full Monty. I'm going to grab one of these to keep it nice and intact, so stuff won't slide around as much. That feels pretty good. Whoops. All right. Let's tape this together. What's going on Saturday night? What is shaking? What are you guys up to? Give me the scoop. A little bit of tape for the side, a little bit of tape for the side, and then a little bit more tape that tapes it shut on the outside flap. Well, for those that I can see, there's people hanging. I can't see who, but I can see there are in fact people hanging out with me. So thank you. I hope you guys are having a fun summer, fun Saturday night. I appreciate hanging out with me, keeping me company while I assemble all of these swag boxes. I probably won't. I'm not going to record every single one. I can't imagine people would want to watch that much, but I'll put a few more of these together for you guys to check out, for those of you that want to see and give it a whirl. And it takes time for each one, and you should see the time already, especially Amber and James helping me out. A lot goes into it, but I really I want to make sure each box is packed with TLC and a little bit of love, and I want to make sure it's gonna I see this one's missing an address, so I need to get an address label. One moment. I think I'm guilty of, it takes me a long time to almost do anything, but I always want to make sure it's perfect. I take pride in all of it that I do. And so there we go. Awesome. Thank you so much, Nathan. Can't wait for you to get your swag box. Did I put the slow whole series of cards in there? I did. The whole series of cards? Yes, I did. The signed ones, yep. It was quick. I did the quick sleight of hand. Now you got me wondering if I did. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure. And if I didn't, Nathan, I will send them to you. I'm pretty sure I put them in there. Okay, next box. Next up is my buddy Mike Heston. Oh yeah. My gosh, Mike has been so helpful throughout the production. It's just been amazing. So first up, Mike gets a complete set of the 8x10s. Next up, Mike gets a Fiji book, signed and sketched. And I want to get a special, so Mike plays Daw in the film, so naturally we need to get Mike a storyboard page that has Daw in it, and I'm sure that I have one. Let's see here. Daw, 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 da, Daw, Daw, Daw. Where is Daw? I'm sure coming up soon here. What is this? No, not yet. No. Oh, I guess it's after this. Okay. Let's see. It'll be somewhere in here. Where's Daw? Here's the princess entering the spa. Okay, Chenda, it's got to be real close here. Chenda, Aladdin gets slapped. Oh, here we go. Let's see, which is the best DAW page? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think this is the best one here. Nice. This is your page right here. Let me get these here. Keep them in order. That'll be helpful to find specific ones. There we go. There is DAW and Aladdin chatting. Some people might be wondering, are we going to see DAW in any of the other movies? And the answer is yes. Yes, we are. Here is a flyer. Here is a Blu-ray for Mike. And let's see, we've got the promo card. We've got the VIP card. Mike actually already has the VIP card because he was at our special release party that we had. And so we had a small get together and it was a lot of fun. It was amazing. Here is the signed cards. It was so fun. It was so cool. But we had limited space, so we couldn't invite everyone. I would have loved for everyone, even people that didn't help with the film, I would have loved for everyone to come out, but it was limited space. And then when you think about, like, so we had a number that we couldn't invite more than a certain number. Well, people have to be able to bring their +1. So that cuts it even more in half. And we just had kind of the main people that in cast and crew, but also people that really went above and beyond, that were helpful behind the scenes, not just on days that we filmed. And even then, there were people that either are out of town now because it's summer and they just got things going on, or there are people that have moved out of state, and we just had limited capacity. So if you are wondering why you didn't get the invite, it just, we really had to cap the list, and hopefully we can do events like this, more events in a bigger way, in a bigger capacity. But I just wanted to have something fun for the release of the Blu-ray, and hopefully you'll be seeing, I think some people have seen some photos already, but there's some really great video, and we had a really good time. All right, so I've got the patch. Here is the glow-in-the-dark enamel pin, and then I think just the 3 figurines, and that is it. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. All right, so this one, and I'm going to give this one, Mike, I'm going to give this to you in person, which means you have to come and hang out with me, and that way I don't have to mail it. All right, so this one is for Mike, and in fact, hopefully I'll be putting the one together for my mom and dad, and I can bring that to them tomorrow. All right, next one on the list is Matthew Egon. What is up? Thank you so much. And Matthew Egon was responsible for getting it together so that Peter Mayhew could be an executive producer. How amazing is that? I'm just so grateful for that. And it happened at kind of with Angie, who was Peter Mayhew's wife. Peter Mayhew had already passed away, and she passed away, I think less than a month after the announcement was made, and she made a video and everything. And it was just, Peter has always been such an awesome supporter of my work. He collected all of the Chewbacca art that I had done over the years. And so through their organization, once a year, they like to help. They usually choose an artist, and sometimes they'll just like pay their booth fees at like shows or something like that. And so in the year 2023, when I did the Kickstarter, they decided to help me and be an executive producer, so Peter's name could live on on screen, and obviously IMDb and everything, but just like, wow, so very cool. So this is for you, Matthew. This is your Fiji sketch on the inside. Put that in there, and then let's see, for your drawing, I'm gonna give you this one. I think this one's pretty cool. We'll put that in there. All right, next up, you get a flyer. You get a Blu-ray. I just heard Bo. I hope I'm not talking too loud. If I am, I may not go all night with the live stream. We'll see. Does this say how long I've been going anyway? Oh, I can kind of see. Oh, I don't know what time I started though. Anyway, here is the 4 cards. Here is all of the cards with them signed. Here is the VIP badge. Here is the patch. The Lochan Shyamalan glow in the dark enamel pin. Here are the figurines. Here is the promo card. Let's see, this will go here. Actually, this can go here. This can go here. And this goes here. Lock and load. Very nice. All right, we'll take this up. So I'll do one more of these, and then I'll just kind of adjourn and rock these out for the evening. But thank you guys for watching. I mean, I'll stay if you guys want to chat about stuff. Brian Zanchelli, what's up? What is shaking? How you doing? Thank you so much for checking in. How have you been, Brian? Have you been having a good summer? Brian was one of my students, and I believe he's taken all of my classes. So I don't think I have anything more to teach Brian. Brian is a phenomenal artist, though, and I know Brian is going to do well and go on to amazing things. Brian, what have you been up to this summer? Working on your craft? Making cool Ultraman designs? I'm curious. Inquiring minds want to know. And I'm going to put together one more of these swag boxes for you guys. This one's going to Mark Schwartz, good friend of mine, who executive producer. And Mark also is a screenwriter and has just done all kinds of really cool things. And I believe he's even part of the R2 Builders Club, which is awesome. So we've got the 8x10s. We've got a book right here. And one of the cool things with some of these, and I didn't do the 3 color for all of these, but the 3 colors that I chose are purple, orange, and yellow. And these are this is kind of the color palette for the first film. And there's a different color palette, not just for the movie itself, although a little bit, but some of it's just like the logo and just for marketing, just the branding of each film is, it's all going to be cohesive, but each film has a slightly different color scheme to the design motif. And so the first one's a little bit more traditional Aladdin colors, which when people think of like the Aladdin movies, you know, kind of purple, orange, and amber colors. So that's the colors I used to illustrate Fiji for some of these. for the original Remark sketch. All right, so what storyboard am I going to give Mark? I'm going to give Mark this one. I think this is a great storyboard. This one's cool. And let's see, here is the flyer. Mark also gets a Blu-ray loaded with extra features on there. Also a commentary with me and Eric Steele, so you can watch the movie and you have an option of hearing me and Eric talk about the movie and some secrets behind how we made it. And you can only hear that on the Blu-ray and the DVD. There's the VIP. Here is the promo card. And we've got 3 figurines. Patch. Glow-in-the-dark enamel pin. Oh, the cards. The full set of signed cards. Very good. And then this. Do I do that? Yeah, why not? I'll keep it intact. This one probably doesn't need it, and it's not going as far, so maybe not that one. All right. Box this up. Let's see. Brian said thanks. Gabriel says painting with watercolors. Stockton, where does one go to order this awesome package of swag, and can we get a close-up shot of the cards? Great questions, and yes. So you still can order the 4th swag box, and you can get a lot of this stuff individually if you go to the Aladdin 3477 backer kit. If you just Google Aladdin 3477 backer kit, you will find that page pretty quick. I used to have the link memorized, but I don't now. It had like a couple numbers on the end that I don't remember because it's been a while. But you can order materials there. So the cards that are signed that come with this, these originally were for cast and crew. And this is the kind of the cover card. And on the back, it's signed by Brian Dalling. Here is the Aladdin card, signed by Eric Steele. Here is the Princess Kamala card, signed by Christy Porowski. Here is the Fiji card, signed by Stephen Pankatai. The Gin of Wisdom, signed by Aaron G. Bredge, signed by John Rick. The Hong Kong Trooper, signed by Stephen Cahoon. Harshad, signed by Tony Maiello. Shropka, signed by Cam Turner. He's one of the bounty hunters. There's the Red Star, signed by Tom Savage. There's Jolly, signed by Cassidy Failing. This is a Dreams card. This is signed by Alex Jacobson, who is our director of photography. This is the Darshana, signed by Lindsay. This is a card where Bredge is looking at the Princess of India, and this is signed by Dave Todd. This one's signed by me. It says action, and there's Aladdin being strangled, lifted into the air by Shropka. And then this is the Sky Sail card, Melissa Gallup, who is very helpful on set. So these are all 16 that come signed by each person. And then in addition to these, if you didn't catch it, the other items that are signed, and these I know you can get in the backer kit. You might even be able to get them separately from everything else if you wanted to. Make sure I didn't take this out of here. I don't think I did. Nope. The other thing that's signed that some people might be interested in is the pack of 8 8x10s that are signed by the actors or crew people that brought these characters to life. And so again, the Eric Steele, these have a nice matte finish, so when you frame them, it won't have double glare. So Aladdin, here is the Princess of India, Christy Perovsky. Here is Fiji, signed by Steve Pankatai, who kind of ended up being the main puppeteer of Fiji. Aaron Golomatis, who plays the Djinn of Wisdom. Lochan Shyamalan, Brian Dolling. Umi, and this is Lindsay. Bredge, played by John Rick, and then Tom Savage playing the Red Star. And so these, I know, I'm pretty sure you can order these in the backer kit separately as an add-on if you wanted to, if you so choose. These are resealable, so let me see if I can get these in here without them sticking to Aladdin on the front here. There we go. Seal these back up. And yeah, so that's what's going on. I'm going to tape this one up, and then I am going to adjourn into the night. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. A little bit of tape for the side, a little bit of tape for the side, and a little bit more tape for the front flap to keep it all together. All right. Taping the side together here. The side together here. And then the front flap that kind of holds it all together. Awesome. All right, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It has just been the time of my life. I'm just so grateful for all of it. And I'm so glad that finally the 4th swag box, you guys have been so patient, and it's finally getting out to you guys ASAP. There's a lot of boxes that I have to fill, but I'm just gonna rock out through the night, get through as many as I can. I'll do more tomorrow, and I'm enjoying it. I kind of dig putting these together for you guys. And I'm just so appreciative that you guys helped support make Aladdin 3477 a reality. And we still have 2 more movies, which is very, very exciting. I'm so proud of the first one. It's actually my least favorite. I mean, I think it's a really fun film, but it's my least favorite of the 3. Cannot wait for you guys to see what happens in the second film. Delicious. Yum, yum, yum. All right, well, that is what's going on. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm just going to get back to it, but I'm going to adjourn this live video. I may do more of these in the future. I want to do more of these where I'm doing actual artwork, hanging out with you guys as I'm drawing. That is something in the plan. I wanted to do that more with the live streams, but again, StreamYard with their costs, it's just ridiculous, and I just can't hang with that. That just doesn't make sense, raising the costs like that. So so I got to figure something else out. I'd like to do it in a way where it isn't just YouTube, but also Facebook. It's free if you do any of those, or LinkedIn. You can do any of those for free, but I like when you just blast to all of them, it just increases your audience, and you get more mileage out of it. But I think I just need to find another way to do it. There are ways, like you can use OBS Studio, but I've looked into that, and it's just a little bit more complicated. Something I just don't have time to learn all of these new softwares. So we'll see. I'll figure something out for that. But lots of cool things on the horizon, some fun announcements coming soon. Can't wait. But anyway, that's what's going on. Hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday night. Thanks for hanging out. Hasta la Winnebago! Woohoo! Woo, see you, gang. All right. Now I have to come around and stop the video manually from my phone. And how do I do that? It's probably the X button. It's probably how I do it. All right, see you guys.